for those of you who don't know me, my name is Donna Marie, and I sell on Etsy.com, and my shop name is Donna Marie, M-A-R-I-E, Vintage. And let me just give you some background about this haul. Great vintage haul. I hope you love vintage as much as I do. If you like this video and you'd like to see more of the things that I collect at sales, then come and subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up, and I can tell from that what people are interested in. So first of all, I went to 2 estate sales locally, and I also went to a church rummage sale. So out of those 3 things, I wound up with just a great haul of things that I just think are so interesting. So let me just start with my little birthday girl. I love these spaghetti figurines, and she is June birthday. As you can see, I sell them all the time. She's in really nice condition. She still has her Lefton sticker even on the bottom. There is one little dent here, but it feels like it's glazed over, which means that it was probably in the manufacturing procedure. So I'm not really sure. But you know, all these things, even the flowers look really good. A lot of times these little flowers get broken, the little roses. But they look pretty good. I'll have to examine her more closely. But I did kind of look her over at the sale, so I know she's not broken in any way. I also got this crazy glass, and it's got 0% for rabbits. 0 ounces for rabbits, 1 ounce for ladies, 2 ounces for gentlemen, sounds sexist, 3 ounces for pigs, and 4 ounces, as you can see, for donkeys. So it says, say when, and I guess that determines what you are. It's by GFS Inc., and I looked them up, and they create commercial wear. So I'm not really quite sure this would be at a regular bar or what's going on with it. But anyway, I think it's a great find. I think it's really fun. So needless to say, it got added to my pile. I have this little caroler boy. I think he doesn't have any markings on him, but I think he's probably from the 80s and made in Taiwan, which is what a lot of these figurines were. He's in great condition, and he's really sweet. So I just had to pick him up. Something weird, something little. I'm just saying to myself, what am I going to do with this? But it's so cute. So it's got a toll painting on the front. On the back of this bell, as you can see, it rings quite well. It's 1951. Don't quite know what it's about, but I just couldn't pass it up. What else is new? Always picking on the lookout for great games. Pokeno is one of those games. I've sold it before, and it is just one of those games people love, so keep picking it up. The instructions are on the inside. It's kind of a mix between poker and Keno, so people like it. There's a whole set of cards in here, and you can see all of the poker chips, too, are there. So a fun game. Keep selling it. Easy to relist because, you know, I just take my old listing and renew it, so nothing wrong with that. This one was World's Greatest Literature, The Last of the Mohegans. I like the look of the cover. I think this would be great for decorating, put a few of these books together. But then the thing that's really nice about it, it does have 1 plate in it, which I just love. And this is from, I can't find the date now, of course, because I'm on film. I don't know. But I will put this one up. We will see. There's a forward from 1936. So not quite sure about it. I'm going to do a little more research. Already I did some light research on these books, and they're all really good. Okay, so this one's Nellie's Silver Mine by Helen Hunt Jackson. The graphic on the cover just won me over. And it's about life in a mining town. And very vintage. Look at this. This is, these books, they have to be preserved. I'm telling you, in a digital, you're not going to see these great, look at these prints inside are like frameable. They're so beautiful. It's like so amazing. So this is 1929 by Little Brown and Company. The copyright was earlier. It's not a first edition, but it is really nice. The copyright was 1878, so this story is kind of really old. But beautiful book. The other one, too, that I liked was this Currier and Ives, Chronicle of the Americas. And I think you're going to find out that what I really like is I love when it has the huge plates in it. There are some really great, amazing railroads, the West. These are great because they preserve Native American culture that we probably wouldn't have had. Look at this, the Mississippi riverboats, everything you can imagine. Just tons and tons and tons of great plates. I had to pick that book up. The books were $1, so it was worth the investment to see what we could get. Let's move one more thing. Let's go to some Christmas items. So this one, oh, she's sweet. She is sweet. Her condition is just fabulous. She does play music, Silent Night. As you can hear, you just crank that. I won't crank it or it'll be going the whole time. Look at her face. It's so cute. The little candle she holds, and even the back, the netted wings. So she can be a real centerpiece, a focal point, in a holiday decor, vintage look kind of thing. So she'll be up on my Etsy site, of course. Great. So I love ornaments, and I just adore the old glass ornaments. I won't pick it up higher. I'll show you some of the individual ones. The interesting thing about these is that a lot of the snow and the snow glitter is still on them. I find these all the time, and they don't have anything left. They're just nothing on them, but you can see where the snow glitter was. Oh, excuse me. Seasonal allergies have got me down. So there you go, a single indent. But look at you can see the tone on tone going around this individual ball. A little pine cone one too, so sweet. Some of these are marked shiny bright too, the ones that I'm showing you. So, and some of them are probably from Poland, whatever. Usually you can find it on the top of the metal. So if you're looking for where they're from or any more information, those snow ones are shedding a bit. Amazing that they survived though. Okay, so let's move on to a little more girly girl. So I got these old dresses. Oh man, I can't. I just look at them and I look at the construction and I say, how in the world? It does say handmade on it. Alfred Leon original, handmade in the Philippines. This dress would be great in a shadow box. Oh, imagine it. Look, imagine this in a shadow box with the embroidery even on the little thing. Imagine this in a shadow box with a couple other items as a gift for new baby decor. Oh, so sweet. And just, we need to preserve this. Look at this. The work on it is just fabulous. So that wasn't the only one I got. This one is missing its buttons. As you can see, it has dotted Swiss going down there. Just look at these. Oh man, I can't. Look at this, the back of it. All of this. Would you see this today? No. Again, this would make a great display in a shadow box. Let's preserve this stuff. I would probably add buttons on. I have some vintage buttons. I like to keep vintage with vintage. Let me see where this one's from, if I can read it. Yeah, it has a name. Not quite sure. Can't get it. The name. I will be able to figure it out though. Oh, just the embroidery work. Everything. I can't get over those. So I normally I'm telling myself not to pick up cloth gloves, but I've got a thing about them, and these were just so special. Look at these. They have like a mesh netting. They're just wild. They don't have any manufacturer's name, and they don't have a size on them, but they look a little bit generous, like maybe a medium. They're supposed to fit tight, by the way. Everybody always says the old gloves fit very tight, but they're supposed to, that was the way they were supposed to wear them. They're just in excellent, pristine condition. So I couldn't resist. Let's do some jewelry. All right, so at the last estate sale, there was a ton of jewelry. Much of it was unsalvageable, but some of it was just fabulous, like this one piece right here. And you can see, look at this. I love when it's layered with dimensionality. I call it dimensionality. Can I even talk? And you have upper and middle and lower. I mean, it just shows you the work that went into it. Look at the back of this. Just everything about them was just so special. I mean, you can see the handmade quality too, where on the front, this is very regularly spaced, but there's a couple little spaces, extra space in between. It's just beautiful. I also got just a cute little, it's got a TC is what it says on the back of it. I'll have to look that up. And it's a hummingbird and it's enamel. And so it's really, really pretty. So I just had to get that one. Christmas trees, I love them. This is actually missing a couple rhinestones. I will replace those with vintage rhinestones. So the top one here, and I think there's one over here that it's missing, but easily repairable. I don't want to see it go. You know, think about it. What happens to these things? I can tell you. You see the dumpster go back to the place where the sale was. So if the things don't sell, it's basically brought to the dump. Can you imagine something like just because of a couple rhinestones going to the dump? This bow, I love it. Look at this. Look at the way it's bent. I love the movement in these. The way they make it so that it looks like it's actually a bow that's flowing. It's got some rhinestone accents. Nothing's missing. Perfect condition. Beautiful, beautiful. Probably rhodium plated. Look at the back of that. So somebody asked me what rhodium is. Rhodium is a metal, more precious than gold, but in the vintage costume jewelry they used it. This would not look like this. Let me show you another example. This is a bracelet that I also got. Look at the back of this, just gorgeous. This is why this stuff comes down to us and survives so well. These linked bracelets, I see them a lot, but they're so beautiful on. And when you wear them, people are like, oh, I love your jewelry, I love your jewelry. Yep, it's vintage. Even the clasp. I thought this one had a couple, well, there on the clasp you can see a little of the base metal, and the base metal looks like it's brass. So these were just plated with this thin layer of rhodium, and rhodium is more valuable than gold. So, you know, they used a thin plate. Now, you won't see that today. The high-end designer pieces might have a rhodium plating, and some people do advertise if they have the rhodium plating. It makes it a lot more valuable and makes it a lot more expensive. So that concludes my half of video, and I will be doing another one to do the other half. I have some really cute things in that as well. And then I have one other for Posh, because I also sell on Poshmark. But this is my vintage, which is just my love vintage. So again, thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, give me some views. Thanks again. See you in part 2.